Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 23rd, and today was a gorgeous day to be alive. Got up this morning dumb early with the puppy like I do, got him out, had the new black, the Labrador Retriever that I'm watching, and basically kept them separated because I hadn't met yet, wasn't sure how much noise and how honored they're going to be together, so I kept them separated until after my wife got up, let them meet. And man, that pup wanted to play with that dog so bad. I left him tied to the couch when he first came out, Lab first came out, so they could kind of meet at the Lab's speed, and the Retriever got to pick how much interaction they had straight up in the beginning part, which made it nice. So, and you're kind of go. You can't almost run me over with the car and expect me to walk in front of you. Fucking people, man, I swear. I'm out here walking the street and they come and just like damn near slam into me, then like, you know, not paying attention at all. You see them looking at their damn phone and then expect me to walk out in front of your car? No, you get the hell away from me. No, you never walk in front of a car that almost hits me the first point. So anyway, but let the dogs interact with the pup on the leash because it's just easier that way. The pup can be a little much in the process, so especially in the first meet and greets of the time. So got that done. Wife got up, she got around, let the dogs out, let them play. They all got along great. Everybody kind of chilled down, kind of take it just a semi-lazy day. I've got, like I said, I got like 4 dogs here, so it's a full-time job at that point, basically watching the dogs and keeping everybody calm and keeping everybody good to go. Had a couple of things to take care of. Talked to my father-in-law who went to the doctor today. I was supposed to call my wife. Why is the doctor? So she could inform the doctor about the new pharmacies and ask some questions she had about medical situations. And for whatever reason, he decided not to call her because, well, can she do what I can't do? And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I asked him, I said, did you tell them you had a different pharmacy to make sure they send the medication to the new pharmacy with the assisted living? Yeah, I told him. I'm like, okay, good to go, blah, blah, whatever. So we send her stuff, check around a little bit and whatnot, and then find out through my wife that the facility's going because they're saying he has prescription to pick up at CVS, which is not how it goes. It has to go to the new pharmacy. And I was like, son of a bitch. So I called back, talked to the father-in-law again, and said, hey, what's up with this crap? You know, we're in this process here of trying to figure out where your medication. I said, what pharmacy you tell them to go to? Oh, I didn't tell them. I said, you just told me you told them on the last phone call half an hour ago. Well, I did. I'm like, yeah. I said, but they're sending you. He goes, well, then go to CVS. I said, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I was told the staff they can fix it. And I'm like, the staff here is to cook for you and clean for you and do your laundry. That's what they do here. It's assisted living. This is not your nursing facility. They're not your assistants. That's not what you're paying them for. That's not their job. Keep your medication straight. That's what we're supposed to be doing. It's why we're supposed to have you call your daughter while at the doctor's office, because you can't remember this shit. And I said, here's the thing is, well, they're handling it. I told them to do it. I said, no, they called your daughter. They called my wife at work, which now takes her out of work brain, which she's working her ass off today, trying to get things done so she can take tomorrow off so she can go down and see her cousin. So now because of you, everything is delayed. Her brain gets out of rhythm and she has to start over on a bunch of crap again. So she's now putting out fires that you created. He's all mad and stuff, blah, 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 crap, whatever. So basically got the phone with him. I said, we're going to keep trying to figure this out, but just do what we tell you to do. And you agree to do, which is call her when you're at the doctor's office. Not that hard to do. Send her stuff, blah, blah, whatever. He gets all mad. So I call him back a little later to let him know, like, hey, did you get anything figured out? Blah, blah, and it's not. And I go, why didn't you call your doctor? He goes, what could she have done that I didn't do? And I said, she could have told the doctor to, you know, to take it to the new pharmacy. That's what we tell you to do this stuff for. And he goes, I'm tired of talking about this, and I don't want to talk to you anymore. And then hangs the phone up on me. And I was like, what the fuck's I calling back? And he's being a little brat. I'm like, hey, we got to talk about this. We can figure this out because you're adding more work for me, more work for my wife, and we don't need to do more work for you. You need to take care of this stuff yourself. He got up, I'm tired of talking about this, blah, blah, stop calling me, and hangs the phone up again like a little bitch. I've not been hung up on as a grown-ass man, but like virtually at all. Like I don't recall ever being hung up on as a grown-ass man by somebody who's being a brat. You just talk about things, you solve the issues, and you move on from them. Him, the father-in-law, and his, I guess, friend slash business guy he buys a bunch of records from the record shop are the only two, both in their 70s, both old ass men who apparently are 8-year-old children at the same time, because they both have hung up on me. And the one hung up on me when I asked, hey, once this is done, how do we go about the next stage? And he's like, I ain't talking about this. He slams the phone down. I'm like, I asked you, what's the next stage? Like, that's all I asked you of trying to sell a record collection here. I'm like, whatever. So he's being a little pissy brat. So at that point, I text my wife and I said, block your dad's phone number again, which unfortunately she had to do during work, which, how sad is that? You have to block your own father's phone number with a 70-plus-year-old man because he cannot honor and respect the fact that when you're at work, you need to be in work brain. and then handle stuff afterwards, or handle his own goddamn life, because he says he doesn't need our help, he doesn't need anything stuff. And he texts me, tells me to leave him alone completely. So I text him back. I said, actually the first time I texted him, I said, why are you hanging up on me like a child? And then he gets all pissy and whatever about the fact that I call him a child. I asked him a question, why he's hanging up like a child. Didn't say he was a child, but he's definitely being a child. So we're back and forth. And I said, okay, I'll leave you alone then. And then he said, I'll call Karen. I said, not until after work. And he basically replied back, fine, after hours, whatever. So that's when I'd already called. When he said he's calling Karen, I basically texted her and said, block his number, and we're good to go. So now she can't talk to him until after work. Go on today, as time's moving on, get a call from the aunt who was in the wreck last Saturday. So this is now Thursday, so 5 days later. And I also been back earlier to pick her up from the wreck, got her home, took everything there. Also went over on Tuesday, sat with her husband in the wheelchair for like 5 hours so she could go to the hospital again and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, cool, no big deal. So I went and got all her stuff out of the car, didn't tell me anything about Gerson. Now she wants me to drive over. By the way, it's like an hour and a half to her house with traffic one way. So we're looking at 3 hours. Without traffic, it's an hour solid minimum to her house without traffic. She wants me to drive over, let's say without traffic, an hour to her house, hour to go get her all shopping and her pharmacy pickup, and an hour back. She wants me to give it 3 hours of my life because she doesn't want to pay to have somebody deliver her food to her. I'm like, it's going to cost me more in gas than what it costs to deliver everything. But she's like, I don't know how to use the apps. And they won't help me with stuff. So I said, okay, let me do some checking. So I download the app and basically get the Publix app. Publix will deliver for free. Just order your food. Over $35, they'll deliver for free. There's a service fee thing, which is like $5-6, whatever, who cares? So I go through and try and talk to her. I'm like, hey, I need to go through this list. I'm gonna punch in the app. That way, if it's, you say orange juice, I'll know if it's simply, so whatever the hell, whatever brand you want, whatever. So she starts reading me the list. I said, one thing at a time, damn it, one thing at a time. So we're going through one thing at a time, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Finally get it all done, send it in. I said it should be there by 4 o'clock today. I'll let you know if I have any other information and stuff. So a little later, I start getting the text and stuff from the person who's in the pickup, and the pharmacy at Publix, so they would pick up just tell your pickup driver, your delivery driver, to pick up the pharmacy prescription, and they would do that. Talked to the lady, I said, I need to pick up pharmacy prescription. Nope, they don't let us do that. I'm like, motherfucker, why the Publix? Because if I'd known that, I would have just went with DoorDash or Grubhub or whoever else, one of the other ones that would have done such a thing. But now I got to turn around and so I'm like, whatever. So I went ahead. She wanted food. She needed food. We'll get that part at least figured out. Call a cab, do something else. I don't know what you need to do. So went ahead, and I've got so many dogs here, I can't get away for that many hours. Even if I did, if I took a dog or two with me, I can't leave them in the truck while I go in the store to do the shopping. So it becomes that situation of this doesn't work either. So finally get the whole thing done, get stuff dropped off to her. It's all taken care of. Told her they can't get the pharmacy prescription picked up. Sent her a number to a company who I guess does pharmacy deliveries or something. I don't know. It's what the delivery person for Publix told me to give her, so I gave her that. Deal with the whole thing, chilling out. Basically, it's kind of doing the best we can with what information we have at the time. So I spent a lot of time just working on her, trying to get that all figured out, and the whole fun with it. That was just took forever. It really did. Had a meet and greet coming up like 5:30. I thought my wife was working over, so I texted them and said, hey, it's gonna be working late. You want me to schedule this later? Do you want to meet with me? And like 10 minutes after that, my wife texted me and said, hey, I'm heading home because I guess she got shit done. Or I think more likely she just said, fuck it, I don't care, I don't know. But she left. I said, hey, actually it's all done. Somebody else is gonna take care of it, so we're good to go. They came over to the meet and greet. Meet and greet went fine. Went ahead, got them out of there. Decided I had to go for my run. So I hadn't done that yet. Got my run, got my shower done. And it was semi-late because I thought she was working super late tonight. So I didn't make any real plans for dinner. So we just had soup, chilled out, watched a little bit of Netflix, finally headed out. Had myself a cigar, chatted with my mom a couple times today, just kind of filling her in on what's going on. And it's, as of right now, I think I'm going to try and run up next Thursday. So a week from today, I'm hoping to head towards Iowa to go pick her up and get all of our stuff and move her down here so she can get out of Iowa before the winter hits. Drive up there and fuck with the roads and the snow and the ice and all that crap in that whole process. So yeah, that's what our goal is going to be, is for that to happen. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, chilled out. Karen got all her stuff packed up. She's heading down to her cousin's tomorrow, so all the fun that comes with it as well. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.